Very good morning. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about the types of simulation with respect to output analysis. This is under model 4 input modeling. So in this we are going to see analyzing of simulations of output data, and a distinction is made between terminating or transient simulations and steady state simulations. So a terminating simulation is one that transfers some duration of time t where e is specified event or set of events that stops the simulation, such as a simulated system opens at the time under well specified initial conditions and closes at the stopping time. So we'll see some examples based on this. So over here, so types of simulations we will see now. Terminating versus non-terminating simulation. So terminating simulation, it just runs for some duration of time te where e is a specified event that stops the simulation, and it starts at time 0 under well specified initial conditions and it ends at stopping time terminating. So and this might be random or unknown or predetermined. So we can see the example like the bank is a very good example for this. So it just opens at 8:30 a.m. That is time 0 with no customers present and 8 of the 11 tellers working. So this is initial conditions and closes at 4:30 p.m. So time is 480 minutes. So the simulation analyst chooses to consider it as terminating system because the object of system is 1 day's operation. So this is a very good example for the terminating simulations. So another example what we can see is the Shady Grove Bank. So the Shady Grove Bank opens at 8:30 a.m. time 0. So with no customers present and 8 of the 11 tellers working under the initial conditions. So the interaction between them is a process. So now we'll see the non-terminating simulations. So it just here it runs continuously or at least over a very long period of time, we can say. Example over here is earth simulator assembly lines that shut down infrequently, and telephone systems and network and hospital emergency rooms or ICUs, we can say. So the initial conditions defined by the analyst, whether he can be giving based on the parameters. So it runs for some analyzed specified period of time te, and it just study the steady state long run properties of the system and properties that are not influenced by the initial conditions of the model. And whether a simulation is considered to be terminating or non-terminating, it depends on both the objectives of the simulation study and nature of the system. So for example, we can say a communication system consists of several components plus several background components. It is represented schematically consider over a period of time under the system fail. So that we can say, we can notice in the bank model of example the stopping time and all, but over here we can give a long process or continuous process in this. So time dependent and time independent simulation. So here in time dependent simulation, we know the precious time when the event is likely to occur, but in case of time independent simulation is not important to know the time when the event is going to occur. And corporate and financial simulation. So the corporate and financial simulations is used in corporate planning, especially the financial aspects, we can say. The models integrate production, finance, marketing and other functions. So visual interactive simulation, it just uses computer graphic display to present the consequence of change in the value of input variations in the model, we can say. So now we can identify the problem. Before going to planning the project, we have to identify the problem statement. So here the simulation process is used to solve a problem only when the assumptions required for analytical models are not satisfied. So now we can identify the decision variables and decide the performance. The inventory control situation, the demand, the lead time and safety stock are identified as decision variables, and we can measure the performance. So construct a simulation model. So just for developing a simulation model, an intimate understanding the relationship among the elements of the system being required. Now we can see the testing and validating the model. Any simulation model must represent the system under study, and this requires comparing a model with the actual system validation process and designing of the experiment and run the simulation model and evaluating the result. So designing the experiment, in the sense, it just refers to controlling the conditions of the study, such as variables to include. So in this situation where observations are taken but the conditions of study are not controlled, and run the simulation model, the computer to get the results in the form of operating characteristics. So evaluating the results after finding the problem statement, and we can go for planning the process of the project, and then afterwards we have to go for identify the decision variables and decide the performance measure, and we are going to construct a simulation model, and testing and validating as it is it will be happening. And then after testing and validating, we can go for designing of the experiment, and we can run the simulation model based on computer form of operating characteristics. And then finally we can evaluate the result based on the simulation process, how it is going to complete, then select the best course of action, otherwise make desired changes in model decision variables. So now we have a simulation and queuing problems. So a major application of simulation has been in the analysis of waiting time or queuing system. Like what we can say is, for example, there are the customers who is going to arrive to the bank in a random way. Sometimes they may go for some other work instead of waiting in a bank. So that I did show it's totally depend upon the queue discipline and queue behavior. Since the time spent by the people and things waiting in line is a valuable resource, and the reduction of waiting time is an important aspect of operation management. So in the simulation we have the queuing problems. So how we can identify this, it's totally based on the queuing discipline and its behavior. So waiting time has also become more important because of the increased emphasis on quality, and customers equate quality service with quick service, and providing the quick service it has become more important aspect of quality service. Thank you.